Hey everyone, this is Cindy, and I just want to do a flip through with this journal. It's an Edgar Allan Poe journal, and I guess I should turn some lights on. I included it as my Halloween journal, sort of, but I don't want it to be a Halloween journal. I made sure there wasn't anything in it like jack-o'-lanterns or fake-looking ghosts or anything like that, because I want it to be used year-round for someone that's Edgar Allan Poe fan. So anyway, I got this book at the book sale, and I kept the pages. So let me see. Oh yeah, it was 1927. Here's the pages. It was the works, so I guess it's the entire works. They're very thin pages, 1927. So the cover's from 1927. The picture on the front was inside this book. That's the only page I think I did anything with, because I kind of wanted to keep all those pages together. Anyway, I just took the picture, put Mod Podge on it to help protect it, got some lace and some fabric, and then glued it to the cover. And they had his signature here, and I know it's his signature, and I'll show you why. I mean, there's no reason why they wouldn't fake it, but I'll show you something else in a minute. Anyway, I kept the original spine of the book because I love the cover, and I just widened it out a little bit with some cardboard, and I made a hidden spine. And the entire cover, I put Mod Podge on it. I didn't do the fabric, but I did the green. So it would, it was 1927. It's almost 100 years old. So I just didn't want it to start flaking off or anything. So, okay. Has a hair tie and post closure. And of course, as I mentioned in other videos, you can keep adding different hair ties to it. So if in case it gets really thick, you can still close it. And I don't know if that made any sense or not, but you can add to this. Okay, let's get inside. Make sure I'm in frame. This was the last, quote, Halloween journal I did. So it had the benefit of getting all the leftovers, right? So meaning if I had a little scrap of this or scrap of that, I tried to figure out a way to get it in this journal. So anyway, you'll see all sorts of stuff. Obviously I added some lace on the ends of the inside paper, because I think I showed in another video how I wanted this paper because it's got the raven, and it was just a little too short, so I added the ribbon, and I really like it with that dark green. So anyway, put a little lace here too where the hidden spine's attached. This pocket is made out of fabric, and it's one of those iron-on patches, like if you blow the knee out of your jeans, you know how your mom, when you were, mainly my brother, she would get the iron-on patches and repair his jeans, and just, at least so he can wear them around the house. But anyway, I had that in my stash, so I ironed it to a book page and then cut it out to be a pocket shape. And so it's fabric, and I just added these elements, and I was going to look it up before I did the video, I forgot. Two different kits in here. One of them, which is the pages, and a few little elements like this. And see, the reason I know it's his signature is because a completely different kit had the same signature. That's how I know. I mean, like I said, it's not that they faked it or anything. Anyway, so that was from Homebook and Treasures, the Edgar Allan Poe kit, and then I also had some Halloween journaling cards and things from My Porch Prints. I had those left over from when I did the other ones, so I included them in here if they didn't have jack-o'-lanterns or things like that on it. Okay, journaling card. I just made out of a book page with some blank papers on the front and the inside and the back, some washi tape, and I stitched around it, put some lace, and then here's one of those My Porch Prints journaling cards with a raven on it. So that's the beginning pocket. And on this page, I have this sparkly black paper and this little overlay that's got bats on it. On all the white pages, I tried to do some sort of stenciling. So I think you can see that in the camera. Yes, you can. Okay, this is from Homebook and Treasures print. The digital pages. And on this side, I had this already made. I'm not sure when I did it. It's just some copy dyed paper that I think it had a reaction to my aluminum pan, is why it's this different color. And I had taken one of the prints from My Porch Prints and put it on there and decorated it. And I want to say that if you see journaling cards and stuff, just know it's from My Porch Prints. I don't have to say that every time. So like, here's another one. printed on parchment paper. And if you see pages, digital pages, it's from Home Book and Treasure. This is just something, I think I cut it from a book page. I mean, a book cover. It just had a tree and just had that green color. It's kind of dark forest look, so I just included it. This is just regular scrapbook paper, a collage pocket, and inside of it is a journaling card. And this was just a scrap I left over, and I just put some more scraps on it and make a little journaling card out of it. One of the kit pages, scrapbook paper, and there's a scrapbook paper. Scrapbook, here's stenciling and just a collage. I feel like I'm too high up, almost. Okay, just a collage of fabrics and just scraps from the desk. It was a digital print from, not this one, Compass and Ink, I think. I'm not sure. I've got a folder for it, but it's empty. But I think on the papers it said it, so I knew where it was from, but I don't know what I did with the file. So I don't know if it's a freebie or not. So I got that big, it says crow, raven, same thing, right? And you got another one there. This is scrapbook paper, and I put a little collage tab on here, and it can also be used as a tuck. So we've got journaling cards. And some more stenciling and stamping. Center of the signature. This is one of the digital pages. And here's one of my pockets I made with a zipper. I had a video on that. And it's okay, but you got to watch it because the zipper catches whatever you put inside. So here's one of the journaling cards. So I need to make sure it goes down a little further, deeper, so the zipper doesn't catch on it. There we go. Okay, now I'll make sure I'm not out of frame again. Okay, collage pocket. Death came from the Edgar Allan Poe kit, and I just have different laces and fabrics collaged. This was a tag that came from Mossy Oak. I think it was a pair of shoes, and I thought, man, that reminds me of a tombstone so much. So I covered up the branding with some ribbon, and you can still see the oaks there. And then on the back I put some paper you can write on it, and some ribbon there, and just made a cute little journaling card. Looks like a tombstone sticking up there. This is from with all the I think it was with all the journaling cards. Yes, for sure. Okay. I thought about going back and doing something here, but I'll let the owner do that. You can collage over that or add pockets to it. I finally just, this is a Tim Holtz stamp of a raven. It says raven. After a while, you just kind of like get, okay, I'm done with this. And a lot of the pages had these border strips, and I just said, I'm using them up, Here's another one, it's butterflies. And I made a fabric tab for this scrapbook paper. Actually, we got 2 pages here from the kit. I had this pocket that's a chalkboard paper, and I made a little paper clip with a stamped image of a cat there, and then it's a pocket, so you can put things in it. I just made it just so you can look at it and decide how you want to use it. You could glue it down, or you can, it's got chalk on both sides, so I just left it like that. And then between these 2 signatures, I rolled up a piece of chalk, and this actually is a whole piece of chalk. Most of my pieces are like this. So I found a whole one. I'm not going to guarantee it's going to be a whole when it comes to you. So I'm not sure where you want to store it, but right now I'm putting it between the signatures because I think if I put it in a pocket, it would get squished. But here there's a little bit of room, so maybe it'll make it. No guarantees. So this is fabric pocket made with a book page. Just put fabric and book page together and stitch it, and it becomes a pocket. And inside of it is one of the journaling cards, and then some scrapbook paper and journaling card, and some just leftover mesh that I put on that. This digital kit page, and it's got one of those borders around it. It's probably hard to see, but it's there. Another tabbed collage, and 2 more journaling cards. Digital kit, scrapbook paper, digital page. There's that raven stamp again. Another collage page, and I have, these are from that same kit, and it's printed on copy paper. So if you wanted to, you can write on it, or you can use it to decorate something with. So I just left on those like that. This was something that was in my stash. I'm not really sure where it came from. It's supposed to be an envelope, I think, no, or maybe a bag this way. But I thought, you know, you could write on the inside, so I just left it for whoever gets the journal to do what they want to with it. Me, I don't like skulls, so I'll just cover it up. But anyway, some things in the pockets that you can do other things with besides just a tag that you can write on. Another raven or crow. And this was some coffee dyed paper covered in mesh that I cut down because the page was too big for this journal. You'll see it in a minute. So I just made a side tuck out of it. Didn't care that it was kind of lopsided in shape. Added some fabric and some tulle. It was probably kind of hard to see. And this, I have a punch of a cardinal. So I just kind of rounded the heads to, you know, cardinals have that little kind of point on it. And I made a raven out of it that way. And I had this card, it's one of those, it's like a Project Life, I think it's just an off-brand, and just collaged a few things on it for a journaling card. And here's another one of those things from the kit that can be used elsewhere. I've got border stickers there. Inside the signatures, a bunch of like horror books and ghost books. Since he's a writer, I thought that would work. Here's some of that mesh I was talking about. I covered it, an index card with it here. And then this came in the Edgar Allan Poe kit, R-A-V-I-N. And I'm like, I just wonder if that's, you know, Raven is spelled R-A-V-E-N. Is that a typo or is it something? Is that how Poe spelled it? I don't know. So anyway, I thought that was interesting. So, yeah. And this was just one of the journaling cards. I put on some scrapbook paper and added some lace to it. This is some sparkly paper. I made that raven out of it. And this time I just cut it into a pocket. Pick Your Poison is from that kit. And this is just scrapbook paper that was left over. Another place you can also collage on. This paper looks upside down, but it's just the way it is on the page. And when you get a small scrap of it, you don't get the other part down here that's right side up. So anyway, we'll deal with it. Another border sticker, collage pocket. You have one of the tags from the Poe digital kit. I can move my book. Okay, and just a collage tag I did. And put some backing writing paper on the back. Washi tape. You can see all the stenciling. Raven stamp and then a fabric tab. This is the digital page. This page was black scrapbook paper, so I just put one of my messy journaling spots on it. It's just a blank piece of paper that I've done some crazy stitching around. This is one of the kit pages, and I just stamped lines on the back of it. And here is a piece of scrapbook paper. That's into second signature, third signature. We have a little bit of border sticker. And then that raven stamp, and then this is the page from the kit. This is a napkin that's got the raven image on it, and I just put it on book page and then stitched around it, makes a pocket. Scrapbook paper, one of the journaling cards, and then a little bit of tulle. Here's that mesh page I was talking about that I cut down because it was too big for here, and then I had a hard time with my cutter, so it didn't get cut real straight, but I figured that just adds to the feel of the book, which is kind of grungy, darkness, scrappy looking stuff. Okay, I watched a video this morning from Joy DeFee, I think that's how you say it, and she was making double pockets out of like junk mail pockets, so I took her idea a little bit. She used one big envelope. I said pockets, I'm not sure. Double pockets made out of junk mail envelopes. She took a big envelope, I just took two smaller ones. So, and then when she closed it different too, and I just glued this tulle on the back of this pocket so that it could tie it. So basically I took a business envelope that had the window, collaged around it, did two of them, and then I hinged them together and then glued this one down. And I did not glue it so it could be a pocket behind it. Since there's so much going on, I just wanted a good foundation. So it just holds one tag. And I just collaged this one out of different elements. And it goes in here. And this thing kind of flips up so you can hang over the pocket if you want. This one has one of the journaling cards and just some scrapbook paper covered with this white mesh and a fabric tab with lace on it. Goes in here. So the cat shows through. I'm trying to think. Edgar Allan Poe. I know the Telltale Heart. That's the most famous one. And then there's the Murders in the Rue Morgue, where it's got the orangutan. And then there's the Pit and the Pendulum, which you'll see in a minute, but I can't remember. And then there's the Cask of Amontillado or something like that. It's been a long time since I've read Poe. But I'm trying to think. I know there was a cat in that one because it was walled up down in the wine cellar. But I can't remember if there's any more cats in his stories. So, and I know I haven't read them all. So anyway, a collage page. I put a raven on. And this is just the stuff from a book spine. And some tags. This is from the Poe digital kit. And this is from the My Porch Prints kit. Scrapbook paper, and I made another one of those cluster collage tags. These two things are from the Poe kit, the tickets, and then I just put some things from the My Porch Print kit there. This is scrapbook paper. This is from the Poe digital kit, and there's the heart for Telltale Heart. Some more of the border trim and stenciling. A collage pocket here, and a My Porch Print. And then I just took the word heart, which came from the Poe kit, and just added to that little collage there on that index card. And here's the pendulum. I just thought, what can I do for something more Poe stuff? You know, want some more Poe images. So I thought, Pit and the Pendulum. So I made my own pendulum. I did a 3-inch circle punched out some black, and then I just kind of rounded it off and then put a piece of scrapbook paper as the pole, whatever you call that. So, and then I made it into a belly band book page and to stitch around it. And this is from the book Crime and Punishment, so I made sure the word punishment showed there. So anyway, made a belly band out of that. And this is an old bingo card. I put a little collage of the cat on there. So slip in and stamp of the raven. Other side of that mesh, fabric tab. This is from another book that had those crows or ravens in it, so I made that into like a corner pocket. And some. This is from the Poe kit. It's got his tombstone. And then this is from My Porch Prints. The back pocket, I just used some scrapbook paper and a bunch of leftover meshy tool stuff. This is one that had the spider webs on it. If you've seen any of my other videos of my Halloween books, so I just made a little collage there. This is a chalkboard tag, so I included it as well. And then this is from the Poe kit and the My Porch Prints kit. So we got a couple of things in there. So anyway, this is the Edgar Allan Poe book. I'm going to sell it in my Etsy shop. It should be there by the time you see this video. So if you're interested, you can go check it out. And I really appreciate you guys watching. Thank you. Bye.